I'm Kenneth, a relationship coach and a psychotherapist. Every relationship is different, and every breakup is different. Work with me, and you'll get professional help on your situation. Just click on the link in the description below, or go to my website, askcraig.net. Hi there, I'm Coach Kenneth, and in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about we're just friends. Well, one of the things that often comes up during a breakup is friendship. Should you stay friends with that person? It could be really scary and confusing because oftentimes we're so anxious that we're going to lose this person for good that we'll settle for whatever they're willing to give us. Well, I don't think that is a good position to take for many reasons. First of all, it's not authentic. If someone breaks up with you and you want to be their lover, you want to be their partner, and you want to be in a romantic relationship, acting like you're their friend is quite honestly deceptive. You're manipulating them and you're pretending to be something that you're not. Because you're pretending and going along with the situation, acting like, oh, I'm your friend, yeah, this is great, this is wonderful, when you really don't want just friendship. And that's not being a very good friend. So when you act like you're trying to be this really nice guy, because I think guys kind of try this tactic more than women, you're not actually being nice at all, because you're being fake and you're not being authentic with her at all. And a woman will respect you a lot more if you say to her, look, I can't be just friends with you. I love you and I can't be just a friend. And you're authentic with her than being submissive and going along with something to try and manipulate her when you're not even being honest with yourself. I don't think trying to be your ex's friend is a good idea in most cases because, well, let's be honest, you have really strong, intense feelings for that person still, and how are you going to feel if they're telling you that they're dating again? Because, let's face it, they're going to. Are you going to be able to handle listening to them talk about their new guy or new girl and not wanting to just jump off a bridge? Of course not. It's incredibly painful. And if you're their friend, as if you're saying you are, you're going to be able to listen to that and talk to them about it like any other friend would. So, I don't think that being someone's friend recently after a breakup is a good idea. And maybe a few years down the road and you don't really feel the same way towards them anymore, that's another story. But especially fresh after a breakup, you definitely don't want to be their friend. And I've got a good email that I think you guys are really going to find helpful. This guy is in his early 20s, and he said, hey Craig, you probably get this a lot, but thank you for all the info you have put up on YouTube. I have watched most of them, and it really helped for some time. I was in a relationship with a girl named Rhonda for about a year. We became best friends, and later, more, but she had to keep our relationship a secret because of her parents. She comes from a different culture than I do, and she's expected to date men from the same nationality as her. Well, that must suck for her, that she has all these people telling her who she can and cannot date. And that isn't fair, quite honestly. And she doesn't have to go along with that if she doesn't want to. Sure, there's going to be pressure, but it's your life and ultimately it's your decision. A month after college semester was over, she called me and said that this was too complicated and didn't think it could work out because of her parents. Well, I could see why it would be a lot of pressure on her, and she would have to feel really secure and good about the relationship to want to go into a deep battle with her parents over who she's dating. Of course, if she loved you enough, she'll go through that battle, right? She asked if we could still be friends, and I agreed, but cut communications shortly after. She reached out to me a couple of times, but I kept the conversations short till the new semester started and we grew close again. For over 6 months we had a weird relationship. We were on and off. Usually it was me chasing. She has feelings, and it's obvious in the way we act when we're alone, acting like a couple and hooking up occasionally. After watching some of your videos, because she kept changing her mind, fighting her feelings, and trying to figure out if there was a future in this, I decided to tell her I couldn't just be friends if that was what she wanted. Good for you. You're being authentic with yourself and with her. And that is good to come from a position of truth instead of trying to manipulate. I told her that I cared about her and wanted to respect her. If she changed her mind, she could let me know, but I needed some space. Well, I like the way you handled that. You were upfront and you were honest. After a month and a half of no contact, following your videos, even though I saw her in school and church and having mutual friends, she came back and started showing interest. Out of nowhere, she wanted to be together again. She wanted to speak to her parents about us. She even took me out for my birthday and got me a very nice, expensive present. You see, you left her alone, you respected what she wanted, but you also told her what you wanted, and she really missed you. She started to get anxious about losing you, and she started to reach out and start to chase you. After 2 months of us being in the same page, she started acting weird and ends up telling me her parents reminded her that he has to be an Egyptian. So I'm guessing parents, for some reason, maybe got an idea that you were back in the picture and started to force their beliefs back on her. That could be really stressful. She tells me everyone is talking about us in church, and it looks bad on her, partly because her father is a priest. She is tired of her parents telling her who she can and can't date, and doesn't want me to convince her either. You're sure. So, she's frustrated. Her parents are trying to force her to do what they want her to do. The last thing she wants is for you to do the same thing and fight for your position with her. Because I know that's what you naturally want to do, is, well, you tell them that you could date whoever you want. That has to come from her. She has to figure that out for herself. She's stressed and tells me if we can just be friends for now, she isn't sure she sees us married in the future. She needs time to think, and if anything changes in the future, then we'll go with it. I told her all right, because we have an awesome close relationship, but for the rest of the week, we kept acting like a couple, going on dates and such. Well, I don't think you should settle for the friendship aspect of it, because you could see when you set a boundary with her the first time, she missed you, and she obviously cares about you because she came back around again. My guess is that your interest level was too high this time when she came back around, and that's why she got a little bit turned off by you again. A guy that likes her started hitting on her. She did him a favor of driving him home one day, and I got upset. She got mad at me because she reminded me, we're just friends. Ooh, see, that hurts, and it's not fair, because you guys were hanging out and acting like a couple, and see, you settled for the friendship, so she technically can go do whatever she wants to do. Now, it hurts because if she's acting like you guys are a couple, and then all of a sudden says, hey, well, I'm taking this guy home, and you know this guy likes her, it's going to make you feel incredibly insecure. But this is one of the reasons that I say you don't want to settle for friendship, because now look at the situation. She absolutely has every right to go and take this guy home, or date him, or do whatever she wants with him, because she's not in a committed relationship with you, because you settled for friendship. And now, when you're somebody's friend, that doesn't mean you're a romantic option, which is ultimately what you want. I decided to take some space from talking to her as much, but did not mention to her for the reason or the decision. She is now annoyed that I'm treating her differently. What do you think? What should I do? Well, I think you should take that space and say, you know what? I made a mistake. I told you that I could be friends, and now I see that I wasn't being honest with myself, and I'm not being honest with you, and I can't just be your friend. We love spending time together, and we both know we're attracted to each other. But her fear of her parents confuse her. Should I speak to her and explain my terms, or go on with no contact without explaining or going over our relationship? Well, like I just said, I would wait for her to reach out to you, and then you could say it, because you said she's getting annoyed at you, and then you could just explain to her as mentioned. Should I confront her parents and ask them to give me a chance and get to know me? I want our relationship to work out. Please help. I would definitely not go down that road. That's not your business. I know it is about you in a way, but for the parents, they see it as a black and white type issue. Either you're the culture that they want their daughter to date, or you're not. And if they're that stubborn and immature in how they see their daughter's life, then I doubt any type of reasoning is going to get them to change their mind. Sure, they'll probably put up a good front and yes you to death and probably pretend like they like you, and then they'll just wind up sabotaging you behind your back when you don't know about it. So what I would do is I would absolutely not confront the parents about this, and I would leave them alone and just continue to leave her alone and let her come to you. She will fight for you if she wants to see you. When a woman is in love with a man, she will do anything to make that relationship work. She will cut off family ties. She will move across the world. She will do anything if she is truly in love with somebody. And so my point is that she needs to take this battle on. And it's her parents, so she has to do that when she's ready. And I think the way to do that is to just back away, let her know, hey, I love you and I want us to work, but I can't be just friends. So if you change your mind, let me know. Be supportive if she wants to talk to you about the stress of her parents, but don't try and push her. Don't try and get her to do what you think she should do. That's only going to make the situation work. You're going to be like, I want you to do this, or you should tell him that, or let me do this, and that's just going to make the whole situation even worse. So if you want to get my help personally, just go to my website, askcraig.net, sign up for the coaching option that works best for you. I do email coaching and I do Skype coaching. And if you like the video, throw a like on there. And be sure to subscribe to the channel because I do post videos Monday through Friday. But that's it for this video. I'm Coach Craig Kenneth, and I will talk with you soon.